I do it for a greater purpose. You know what I'm saying? I know that in order for me to be able to tell other people that they got to move a certain type of way or to give them the blueprint on how it is that they can be successfully married, I have to be a reflection of the thing that I advocate for. So it's different from me.
See, y'all thought I was playing when I told y'all that the dorks and the nerds, the corny nerds, not the urban nerds, not the guys that bring intelligence back to the community and care about the youth and care about the children and actually honor their wives, right? I would be considered an urban nerd. My nonprofit that I created, right? I've been married to the same black woman for 25 years. I don't get on here and talk all the crazy stuff that Antoine want to talk about because I actually come from outside. I come from that life, right? And I understand that that's not a game to play with. I would never embarrass my wife on social media like this and do something that's stupid, right? I got grown children, right, that love their mother very, very much, right? That love me, but they love their mother, right? So why would I disrespect my legacy and disrespect my house and embarrass my wife and my children before the world? The only way you do something like that is when you're not used to the attention that you're getting, your new money, right? You was the cornball, the dweeb that nobody cared about. You was the nerd that they put in lockers and gave wedgies and noogies to. So now that you got attention and you got access to certain box that you wouldn't have never had access to, you know what I mean, years past, you don't know how to behave. It's going to your head. Now you saying that you have to hold yourself to a higher standard. You're this Christian. You've been married to your wife all these years. You want to protect your daughter. But then you come online and talk like this.
Different. You just switch that all up.
Which is all inclusive, which also includes the possibility of box.
Carrie, listen, I think that is fair. And Carrie, it should
all inclusive.
It should come with this one caveat.
That don't mean that I'm gonna take it, and it doesn't mean that I'm interested in it. But I do think that I should have complete control over whoever it is that's around me at the time.
How would you know if the box is an option?
It should be expected.
Now I want everybody to come scoot up something and listen, Uncle George. In that video in the upper left corner, you have Mika, right? Mika's over there. She's just listening. Now, I'm a guy from the streets. In the 90s, late 80s, I sold a lot of stuff in the street. I made money. I bought cars. I used my money and the wealth that I had to get women and lure women in. Women that I wouldn't have had access to. I had access to all kinds of women doing all kinds of things in all kinds of positions and doing everything that they wouldn't have done for the regular dude. They was doing for me because I had access to things. And just so maybe if I'm with George, right, man, listen, you know how the street game go. I ain't got to explain to some of you guys that's in the know and what women would do when you got access to resources, right? So he's on there just talking real greasy and saying that he got to have access to box, right? She up there just laughing. Now, mind you, she came on to her show and said that I'm not a side piece, right? How you not a side piece knowing this man is married, right? And he's online talking the way he's talking. And you in LA on a late night with him with see-through tights. Who you think you talking to? Who you think you fooling? You ain't fooling us. I keep telling y'all, the nerds and the dorks is running the game, and they really think, you know how when your child think that they know more than you, right? And you was living 30 years before they was born. Well, these dorks that's just arriving to the game, right? They head and got so swelled up, they think they know more about this stuff than we do. We done forgot more about this than, man, listen, but it gets worse because he start talking about all the things that he has access to, all the things he should have access to, right? While, mind you, he's married. Mika's at the top, just listening, laughing, right, giggling. And look, check this out.
So then they'll look at you funny when you say, no, I don't want nothing from you, but I expect 100% submission in the same way that you expect to be taken care of, provided for, protected for, and all of that you under my covering. Five hoes over there. Why I care about what a is saying? I always got a bad chick with me. 100% of the time. I don't go out of town unless I got a bad chick with me. But he don't know that. He don't know that I do what the I want to do when I want to do it. And so the he had one up. That's like you putting me in gay best friend territory. That's gay best friend territory. That's permanent friend zone. That means I have no possibility of getting out. Even if
why you her friend?
I'm not doing hell.
There's a chance.
It sounds like you playing the long game for the Anton.
No, I'm not. I'm not, bro. Listen. All right, so let's be clear, bro. There's no shortage of out here.
Right, fact.
Now pay attention, peep the blitz. He got 5 garden tools with him whenever he go out of town. He always got a bad B with him. Mind you, he's married, right? Mind you, he has a daughter. Mind you, his daughter can see his content, right? But he's upset. See, he done more time embarrassing his daughter and his wife than Corey Holcomb ever did. Listen to a man that's been married for 25 years. Why would I come online and say that I got these bad you know what's and all this kind of stuff knowing I got children, right? I'm embarrassing my wife. I'm also embarrassing my children. My son will look at me like that. What the heck? Why are you embarrassing my mother like that? See, because this is the thing. The same way I love my mother, my son love his mother. See, that's my son, but that's his mother. See, as a man, the way I love and I would die and unalive somebody for my mother, my son loved me. Yes, I'm his daddy, but that's his mother. That's their mother. See, the same way you guys out there and you women out there love your mother, your children. That's the thing that he don't understand. See, I understand this game, right? I understand this game. So why would I get online and disrespect my wife, knowing that I would have to answer to my sons because my sons love their mother the same way I love my mother? Oh, it'll be a problem. It'll be a problem. So there should be a certain way that you should carry yourself because you shouldn't want that problem. You should want your children to want to love and respect you because you respect and love them. You protect them. But when you online, you talking like this. You talking about, you throwing signals about being a woman being a side chick and it's access to box. And the woman that you was had with you on the late night is right there in the left. Is right there in the upper left hand corner of the upper left hand corner of the video. Man, listen, y'all gotta pay attention, man. I be trying to get y'all game. Then he had 60 Goddess on there, right? And 60 Goddess alluded to something like he was trying to boat race and torpedo them cheeks too, right? And she said this.
Was that he got up there and he was, telling people that basically they shouldn't watch me. So damn, so you want to affect my business? You want to affect my views? But the number one thing that he said that really bothered me was he got up there and said, y'all over there watching her, getting advice from her, and y'all ain't even, for married men to be out here insinuating that you should not support a woman in business unless you're having sex with her is dangerous. And this is exactly why I discontinued my friendship with him and any business relationship with him, because the rhetoric that he throws out is dangerous. Okay. Shout out to my sister Nika for the super chat. Says he shaded me too. I caught it. Why y'all listening to women with husbands that let them be online? Wow, I didn't see that part. They husbands must be a simp because I keep my wife in the background. Wow. So Anton decided to act like a scorned ex-boyfriend or something. I don't know. It was hella weird. I was like, this is making me uncomfortable.
So he tried to run that same stupid game on 60 Goddess and it didn't work because she wasn't impressed, right? She wasn't impressed. She didn't see him as somebody that she would be want to be with or even want to be a side chick to or want to be any of that. She see herself as something better than that, right? Now I'm married. If I wasn't married, 60 Goddess is very, very, very beautiful, right? But I wouldn't be online saying all kinds of crazy stuff, right? Because like I said, my wife ain't all petty like that. She know how to say some things sometime on here just to be funny and stuff like that. But I ain't gonna be on here talking about getting box and access to box and all kinds of weirdo stuff saying if I'm around a woman, I gotta have control over this woman and all. I'm not like, what? First of all, I don't even need my wife to tell me that. Right? It's just goofball stuff. And it makes you look dumb. Right? So like 60 Goddess, yeah, it's very, very beautiful. I mean, any man, what man wouldn't want to be, right? But when you are married, there's a certain decorum you got to have and respect that you got to have for yourself, right? And if you say you love God and you love the Most High, then you got to follow those commandments, man. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we talking about? But the thing is, he's so disrespectful and egregious. Like, and his head is so big, he talk like this all the time.
Tell you, like, as a man, I genuinely don't give a what women think, like, honestly. And I've been married for 21 years. I don't give a. Honestly, I genuinely don't. Listen. I don't at all. Not even a little bit, bro. Not even a little bit. Like, honestly, especially in the men in business, I am cutthroat. Like, I am very cutthroat. If you don't do what I gotta say, if what I say, you can get the streets, bro. I don't give.
I don't believe it. No, I don't believe that. I believe that you give a bit of your wife feels to a degree, not just completely written off. Not just completely written off.
Listen, listen. She will. I can call her in the room.
No, it
She's
doesn't
right
matter.
in the back. Listen.
No.
Would
You
you
give a
be
little
okay
bit.
with
Maybe
her
with
if
other
she called
women.
you about-
Maybe with Tom.
Like,
Maybe
if she
with
didn't give a
other
fuck
women
about
you
your
don't
car.
give a fuck at all. But I would like to believe that with your wife you give a little bit of her opinion.
As long as she's doing what I need her to do, I do care.
Okay, there we go. That's all. All right.
But you have to meet the expectation. Listen,
Yeah, sure.
So if she did that in
the
return,
reason why a lot of you guys lose
Who?
is because you compromising with a woman, man.
Okay.
this is
Why are you?
That is true. Why are we laughing? That is
Why?
true.
Listen.
What are we talking about?
When you come into a situation and you are very matter of fact about who you are and what you are, they love you for it.
But then after talking like that, he comes online in all his hypocritical state. And he's just so hypocritical because he'll do all that talking, but then do this.
I do it for a greater purpose. You know what I'm saying? I know that in order for me to be able to tell other people that they got to move a certain type of way or to give them the blueprint on how it is that they can be successfully married, I have to be a reflection of the thing that I advocate for. So it's different from me. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't mean that I don't love beautiful women around me. It don't mean that I'm not going to have, that I don't check out chicks or whatever, so on and so forth or whatever. I just don't believe that A, they not worth my time. B, they ain't even close to the quality of the woman that I have. C, I also want to be the man that I would love for my daughter to marry. And then D, I have a higher expectation on my life and I esteem myself greater than what normal people would esteem themselves. So I just hold myself to a higher standard.
So this is hypocrisy at its finest, man. And I keep telling y'all, man, online, you could be the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. You could be anything that you want to be as long as you're charismatic enough, man. You can go on an audience. I mean, it's so bad online, you only got to show your face. And you can still build an audience, man. So you got to be careful who you give your spirituality and attention to, man, because these people will drag you down and you'll have them imparting their consciousness into you. And then you'll start to manifest this same stupid stuff in your life. And next thing you know, your life will be in shambles and you'll be wondering why. Because you sit for hours downloading this stuff into your subconscious mind. See, the subconscious mind don't challenge anything. It just takes in information, right? And just so be careful what you use your conscious mind, what you're doing with it, right? What are you giving your time to every day? What are you watching? What are you allowing to be downloaded? You gotta be real careful with that, man. You gotta be real. That's why sometimes you're doing some things and you confused within because you're not conscious of your daily consumption of the stuff that you're consuming that's going into your subconscious mind, man. Stay away from these darn fools. These people are idiots. Idiots. Stay away from them. So I'm gonna cut this short here, man. Anton Daniels, the dorks rule right now. They running the internet, and the dorks are bullying everybody else. But if you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time, peace.